back to my channel. It's your girl Crazy Cool Me, aka Ursula, and make sure you check out my what's in my hospital bag and hospital checklist, etc. video. I will link it above. Now we're gonna talk about my labor bag. So I decided, first of all, make sure you have, anyway, I forgot to add that in my hospital bag, but make sure you have your birthing plan with you. A lot of people like to write it down. I put mine in my phone, and or you can write it down, and they even have a, something you can download, like a template or something online, so you can look for those. But birthing plan is very simple, just what you would like to happen during the whole birthing experience. Not that that's going to actually happen per se, but just, letting your spouse and letting the staff know what your expectations are as far as labor and birth, because, things can happen and you may not be able to vocalize it. So you want to make sure somebody knows what your wishes are. And you may have a midwife or a doula, and those are very great advocates for you as well, and they can communicate to the staff or know themselves what you expect during birth. So for me, I just wrote it down. It's pretty much the same from last time. I think the only difference is it's pretty much the same. For me, I want to do what's best for the child and myself and our health and safety. So last time I had preeclampsia, and it can get very dangerous, especially with the blood pressure. It was very elevated, very scary, but I did not have to have an emergency C-section. I did not have to have an emergency C-section, but I did have to have a C-section. Not have to, but I did opt for a C-section simply because I thought it was best for my son and I. So instead of waiting, I was induced, but my induction did fail twice. So that was an experience. And like I said, my whole process in mindset going into labor and birthing is doing whatever's best. I don't want a C-section. I would like to try for what they call a VBAC, a vaginal birth after C-section. So I would like to try for that instead of having a C-section for various reasons. But like I said, whatever's best for the child and I, that's what we'll do. And we just leave it up to God. So so this time it's already going a little different with the birthing process. I don't have, the elevated blood pressure. I'm not swelling or anything, so that's a good sign. So for me, I'm thinking I'm going to actually go into labor. That's just my thought. But I do have a doctor's appointment coming up, so we'll see what the ultrasound is going to tell me. So maybe a little different. Like I said, you just never know. But I am planning on laboring and seeing how that goes, because I didn't really experience labor. I was induced, but I didn't really experience the contractions. And I looked up that, experts say that, first time moms don't really feel the Braxton Hicks and the contractions, but I'm feeling Braxton Hicks already, and that's what makes me feel like I'm gonna go into a little bit, of labor. But if I can't take it, got good old epidural, okay? Good old epidural. I had to get one for the C-section, so I know that experience is uncomfortable, but I am open to the epidural if need be. So I'm not really 100% natural or 100% epidural C-section. I am in the middle. I'm kind of like a Goldilocks child. I like it in the middle. So that is where I stand. So because I think that I may go into a little bit labor, I am practicing some techniques to help me relax. I've been doing my breathing techniques, trying to, especially when I feel the Braxton Hicks or some type of pain in that area. I've been practicing breathing, and I know I need to practice now. I can't breathe, guys, so I have to practice breathing, because your natural response to pain is to tense up and, you know, and I don't like pain, but we'll see how it goes. So, I know. So I've been practicing, you know, breathing. And so I've been looking up some techniques, and I'm going to continue to look up some techniques. I have a relaxation playlist that I downloaded. So I have that, and I have my headphones, and I'm going to be listening to that and dimming the lights. And I was thinking about getting some peppermint oil. They say that peppermint oil is really good for nausea, you know, if you experience nausea during labor. So we'll see. I don't know. But you can, you know, use peppermint oil to help with nausea. And I think lavender, but I know for sure peppermint oil. So I have, you know, I got my list. Okay. You gotta have your list. I write it down. Okay, and then chapstick. I showed you guys, you know, what chapstick looks like. But chapstick, because if you're doing breathing, whatever, however you breathe, not that fast. But when you do your breathing techniques, your lips may get a little chapped. So you want to have that. And then I have a sleep mask that I may or may not use, because, you know, just in case you want to block out the light and just, you know, focus on relaxing, getting that body to relax with the dimming of the lights, or, you know, having your face mask on as well. And then I'm going to pack some snacks, not anything too heavy, just in case I do labor long and I get hungry. And I'm going to eat, you know, either, you know, something like a granola bar. I think I have some of those anyway. But, you know, granola bar crackers, something very light. Because and just check with your nurse too, because like I say, in those situations, you never know what's going to happen. And I think that they don't want you to eat anything huge or anything, because if they have to put you under anesthesia, if they have to put you under anesthesia or something, they don't want, you know, you to vomit. All right. And then, okay, so like I said, I was looking up some techniques, and I'll link her video down below, but her YouTube channel is called Nurse Sabe, and she is a labor and delivery nurse, and I've been looking at a lot of her videos, and they've been very helpful and educational, because she's actually in the field. So she was saying that one technique for labor is to use the comb. I hope this is big enough, but I'm gonna bring a comb. But this is to help with labor. When you feel in a contraction, you're gonna squeeze on the comb, and this just helps distract the pain. Well, distract your brain from the pain of the labor and focus on the pain of the comb. So I thought that was really neat. And we use a lot of that in physical therapy. It's called the gate control theory. So kind of distracting your brain. We use a lot of that with electrical stimulation and all those things, if you're familiar. But I thought that was really neat. So I got my comb. And next, a lot of people use the tennis balls to help with counter pressure, or, you know, if you're having a lot of back labor, you use the tennis balls. But I have this foam roller. I don't have any tennis balls, so I had this in my closet, and I was thinking, this is good, because a lot of people use 2 tennis balls and just roll it. So I think this is very firm. So if I do have back labor, I can get my husband to just push on my back with this instead of the tennis balls, and that should help with the pain. So thought that was neat too. So if you have a foam roller like this, that can help as well with labor. And then, you know, using counter pressure of the hips, also in different positions and techniques. But check with your healthcare professional, do your own research. I'm just giving you some little tips here that I've researched and looked at myself. But that is my labor bag, and like I said, we'll see how it goes. Just pray for me. I hope that it goes well and we don't have any surprises. And hopefully it goes well on my doctors. Hopefully it goes well on this upcoming doctor's appointment. So wherever you guys are, if you're having a baby or you're thinking about having a baby, I hope that the information has been informative or entertaining. And I thank you guys for watching. You got this, moms. We got this. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.